Okay, you guys. Hey. um, Today I'm coming at you with just Well, first I want to talk about curl pattern. So, what I've noticed is that people, when they first cut their hair, they don't know what their curl pattern is going to be like. I didn't know what my curl pattern was going to be like. I didn't even know what my hair was really going to feel like. People assume that when you first cut your people assume that what your hair looks like between relaxers, so your new growth is what your hair is going to look like ultimately and how it's going to feel. When and that can be farther from the truth. Actually, my hair, when my hair would have new growth, it would be very rough, and it didn't really have a curl. It was kind of just there. It was really fuzzy. And that, in turn, was from, one, blowouts, and two, because I didn't put moisture in my hair. When you have your hair straight all the time, you really don't want moisture to get into it, because if you have new growth, then it'll, kink up. Now, what I've heard people say is, oh, so has a nice curl pattern. And, if I had your hair, then I would cut it too, or I'd be able to do that too. And what I have to say to that is, no one's hair is the same. I don't believe in hair type. I do believe there is some type of hair type, but I don't believe that they should be split into the four categories that they are. For instance, there's this young man. He has a fro too, and his hair curls just like mine. If we stand next to each other, our hair does the same exact curl. But when you pull his hair and you pull mine, it's two totally different textures. It looks the same until you straighten it. And so people would say, oh, yeah, he has like four, whatever. But then if it's based on curl pattern, what else could it be based on? Like, I'm a little confused with it, so that's why I don't believe in it. If you all can clarify it for me, that'd be great. But until then, I don't think I'll be able to understand. Because I also want to talk about what my hair's been going through lately. So I went through the whole addiction to chopping my hair off after my BC, just to get all the um, heat damage out. There's still a little bit. I can see it when I take my hair out. It does like that. Like, some of this is heat damage, but I lost my hair scissors, so I don't really know where they are at the moment. Okay, but split ends will be the death of you. Yes, you can still get them with natural hair. It happens. The thing about split ends that people don't realize is if you leave them, they'll end up splitting all the way to the root, and then the hair will fall out. So in order to keep your hair growing and healthy, you want to cut your ends. You won't have to cut them as much as you would if you were putting heat on it excessively. But I would say I cut my ends through every 3 months or so. So it hasn't been that long. So yeah, I cut it once in September, October, November, December. So I'm going to cut it when I get back. What I've been noticing is that the ends of my hair, because it's so cold, when I took it out of the weave, the ends of my hair were fine. But as my hair had to endure the weather at home, it started like getting really rough. So just make sure you moisturize your ends. Make sure you keep them in protective styles. I don't have to do that as much right now because I'm obviously in the Caribbean. Well, I'm on a boat in the Caribbean. But, make sure you keep your hair protected. It's really hard when you have a TWA, but you can get creative with it. You can try the two-strand twist I'm always doing. I promise the next time I do it, I will make a video for it. You can try hats. Yesterday my hair looked a hot mess, as I said before. But I put a hat on. I just like put a little bit of Eco Styler on the sides, pull the hair back, put some pins in it, and I tied a silk scarf around it up to here so you could just see my edges, and I put a big black hat over it. There's several things you can wear. I know it's wintertime at home, so you can put a bonnet, one of those cute little bonnets they sell. Make sure you wear something under it, because what wool will, any type of cotton or anything like that will not only dry out your hair, it can pull out your hair. Your hair can get attached, things like that. So make sure you have like a satin bonnet underneath it. Um, just so you can take care of that. What I try to do is I keep my hair in 2-strand twists or something like that underneath there, so that I can wear it for a while, and then if I do want to wear my hair out one day, I'll just take it out. My goals for my hair right now, I really just want, I mean, I'm sure everyone wants like long, luscious curls or whatever. I wait for the day I can see my hair bounce on my shoulders. The day I see that, I'll be very happy. Well, maybe not on my shoulders, but like maybe like a big fro just out, so I can just, or like the day when I can twist my hair without effort. I know my hair is gonna be super thick, so I know it's gonna be really hard on me once I do have the hair I want. But I'm happy. The day I can put my hair into a ponytail will be so, like, I'll be so excited. But until then, froze, 2-strand twists, weaves. For those of you who don't believe in weaves, I don't believe, who don't like them, I didn't like weaves for a long time. I hated them. And I realized I was really hindering myself. I wasn't allowing myself to, have creative vision with my hair. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with weaves. I know a lot of people say, I don't need weaves. My hair's this, my hair's that. I was that person, so that's why I can say that. People say that. My hair's long anyway, and weaves pull your hair out, and all this can be true. Weaves can damage your hair severely if you don't take care of it properly. I made a video about how to take care of your hair under weave, and it did work. My hair grew a lot under my weave, so if you want to look at that, feel free to. But yeah, weaves are very helpful, especially with natural hair, because especially in the wintertime, it keeps your hair, as long as you keep your hair moisturized underneath, you're taking care of it, you're cleaning it. I washed my hair, I washed my hair every week when I did it, and it was fine. Weave is easy to take care of because it's not your hair. You can do whatever you want. It's your real hair that matters. And if you treat it as such, you will be you will reap the benefits of that. With my hair right now is the dryness that I had to deal with. I'm dealing with it right now. I'm trying to figure out, and the shape. Okay, so I'm gonna turn around. You see that? See this like weird thing it's doing like that? I don't like that, right? But when I pull my hair out, it does, I don't know. It's just not working, right? So I've been trying to think about, should I go to a barber and have them shape my hair for me, or what should I do with it? So that's something I have yet to figure out. I will let you know what my plan is. If you all have any suggestions, feel free to leave them for me. But I'm not sure how I would shape this. I don't want to straighten it, but the back of my hair needs to have a little better shape to it, because it's agitating. I mean, I could cut it myself, but then I fear that I'll cut too much, because remember about my addiction before. So yeah, there's that. And so that's the plan for now. Just figure out how I'm going to shape this fro and what I'm going to do when I get home. Oh, there's another thing about the curl pattern thing. Maybe not the curl pattern thing, but how people assume their hair looks when before they do their big chop. So, one, you take care of your hair totally different after you cut your hair. Well, I did. You shouldn't. You should, the minute you decide to go natural, even if you're transitioning, treat your whole hair, like all of it, even the perm, the relaxed ends, like it's natural. Go ahead and do that. And that'll make it easier for you, do transitional styles, braids, twists, anything that will not require too much heat or, too much stress on your hair, especially the edges. Just, and moisturize it. Make sure your hair is well moisturized. Our hair does not deal well with not being moisturized.